Hey everybody, welcome back. This is Miss Faye and this is my world. Today's topic is dating a cop, a police officer, yes or no. Before we get started, I want to say welcome. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to all the new viewers, the new subscribers, and welcome to you who have been with me from the beginning. I really appreciate you. All right, I did pull a video just to get us started. Let's watch the short video and we have a letter. We're going to read the letter and talk about this issue. Okay? Dating a cop. Yes or no? Here we go.
Answer for her problems, but I'm not him. I don't mind it though. You don't like me how you think you.
Sir, you may be a good cop, but the sad reality is that there are so many videos out there of bad cops who are upset at work and becoming violent and or killing people. In those videos, typically it's a man. However, a woman who sees that video may be wondering if this is how this cop acts when he's upset with a man. What's going to happen when he's upset with me? I don't weigh as much. I can't fight back. The fear of domestic violence.
Okay, you see what she said in the video. You know, dating a cop can be tricky business. And I'll tell you why. All right. I pulled some information on cops. Let's read some of this. What power do policemen have in society? All right. The highest duties of government, and therefore the police, are to safeguard freedom. Now listen to what I'm saying. They are to safeguard freedom, to preserve life and property, to protect the constitutional rights of citizens, and maintain respect for the rule of law by proper enforcement. This is the power that the cops have. They are supposed to safeguard freedom. Whose freedom? Whose freedom are they safeguarding? Not the citizens. Or the prisons wouldn't be full of citizens. Okay? You're not safeguarding any citizens. To preserve life. What life? Cops take more life than citizens that take life. Cops take a lot of life. And they protecting life and property? I don't see it. I don't see where cops have come out to protect anybody's property. They'll come and throw you out of your property. Okay? So, you know, that's a farce. Now, let's see here. Unless police have assumed duty to protect you, they don't have to. They don't have a duty to protect you. And ladies, you know, a lot of times we'll date a cop thinking that they are going to protect us and our families. What? They don't have a duty to protect you, period. All right? So that goes back to whose freedom are they protecting if they don't have a duty to protect you? I always say that. The cops aren't out there to protect you. They're out to protect the system, to protect the government from you. They're not out there to protect you at all. Now it says here that citizens are allowed to report bad cops as much as police officers are allowed to arrest bad citizens. That's a lie. You can report a bad cop, but what happens? Nothing. Nothing. Policemen protect each other. So you can report them all you want to. And you can even have them on film doing these devastating things. And still they get off. So, you know, what they have written about cops is really a lie. These people are like in the Wild Wild West. Gun-toting fools out here just doing whatever they want to do. You know, being a cop makes them feel powerful. Powerful over you. You see, that's why they come up to you and bully you, because they have a gun and they have power to arrest you and put you away for life. All right? Now these are the people who are really, just what I read, are supposed to protect you and preserve your life and protect you and your property. The Supreme Court ruled that cops do not have a constitutional duty to protect a citizen from harm. Did you hear that? A cop does not have a constitutional duty to protect you at all. At all. I'm telling you, these policemen are about protecting the government, not the citizens. Not the citizens. So beware of red flags when dating cops. Excessive jealousy, monitoring your activities, isolating you from loved ones, and exerting control over you. Cops. Now, I pulled a cop violence fact sheet, and guess what? Close to 50% of relationships that are with cops experience domestic violence. Close to 50% of relationships, dating relationships, whether you're married or dating or whatever, with a police officer, ends up in domestic violence. And why? You know, dating a cop is just like dating a man from the military. They're all trained to be killers. All right? Trained to exert force and deadly force if necessary. And you want to date somebody like that? What's going to keep him from going up beside your head whenever he gets upset or gets stressed out? You know, you read in the paper about cops flipping out on their girlfriends and killing them. Or cops flipping out on their families and killing up the whole families. These are cops. Because they have been brainwashed by the system. And they are commended for being forceful and putting a lot of people away. You see? They're commended for that. It's not good. It's not good. These cops are not for you. You need to understand that. These cops are to protect the government against you. Okay? All right, let's read this letter and see what she says here. I have a friend who is retired police officer from Florida. I live near a part of town that has both very nice and very questionable areas. I heard a woman crying and wailing outside at 4 a.m. And since he was awake and close, I asked him to please check on her. I felt instant regret as he said maybe she was lonely and looking to get laid. What kind of cop is this? Looking to get laid? Now, I can understand him not wanting to run out there to see what was going on. It wasn't his woman. I can understand that, you know, and plus he's off duty. Why risk his life running out there trying to save her, you know, and he could get killed in the process. So I can understand him being a little cautious about that. Why must we have thrown away the protector and provider expectations of men and replaced it with vain, self-centered, one step above animals? Well, now, you're saying here because he didn't run out and protect that woman that maybe he's not a good protector or whatever, because this is what you would have expected from him being, you know, a cop. and he's probably flaunting that in your face. He's a retired cop. And then whenever a call to duty comes, well, now he's going to pussy out. I can understand that. Do the protectors have to make predatory type jokes? No, he did that because power. See, police officers and military men, they have a sense of power, especially if they're still in the military. It's mostly the cops now. We'll say cops. And military men, if they are high-ranking military men, they have a sense of power and power over citizens. And you are a citizen, so they feel power over you. Maybe she is drunk, high, homeless, but she is somebody's child, maybe a mother, neighbor, or friend. This is true. This is how you're feeling, but that's not how he's feeling. He doesn't feel like that. If we pray and meditate, can we raise the vibration of others? No. No, you can't raise anybody else's vibration. It's up to them to want to do that. You see? You can't do it for them. I don't think women would mind returning to the days of being softer, more nurturing, less angry if men could step up to the plate and work. Don't expect a woman to do everything for them. Well, yes, I agree, ladies. And that's why I encourage you, don't do it. Don't be everything to a man. Allow him to be for you. And if he doesn't step up to the plate, he's not for you. Walk away. Leave it alone. Now, this man right here, for him to make a remark the way that he did, he sounds misogynistic. And, a lot of policemen are. They're those men who, if they're ex-cops and they're flaunting that they're ex-cops, they're still in a power play. This man is not concerned about helping citizens. He became a policeman for the power and for the job. The job, prestige of the job. A lot of people that become policemen do not become policemen to help the citizens. Many of them don't. Many of them go in it just for the sake of a job. Then when they get in it, and then they see their colleagues doing all sorts of bad behavioral things. There's peer pressure. If you want to be a part of the group, then you have to join in. You understand? So this is what's happening with these cops. They have a sort of brotherhood that they protect each other, even if they're protecting someone who has done something very terrible. Just like cops that go out and kill citizens because they've lost their tempers, and then they'll kill somebody. Well, the other cops will protect them as much as they can and cover it up or whatever, because they are in a brotherhood. Okay, here we go. They should stop thinking with their D's and just doing anything to get by with or without repercussions. Well, that's the power part of it. That's the power part of the job. Doing whatever, understand? And getting away with it. It used to be they feared the wrath of the Christian God. Well, I don't know about that. I can't say if cops feared any wrath of God. That's your opinion. But I can't really co-sign on that one. But how do we get them to want to be something honorable and respectful? This comes from within. And the authorities are not recruiting these type of people. They are saying that if a man comes in, he's too kind and gentle and caring, that he's not the right person for this type of job. They want people who are hard, who are not empathetic, who are not really emotional, can just go out and do the job, go out and do whatever they're told without question. That's the kind of people they want. People who can follow orders without question. So, which means that, if you're given an order to do something and in your heart you don't feel like you can go out there and do that, they don't want that kind of person on the job. They say you're not right for this job. You understand? They want people who can just do what they're told, no matter what it is. And you say that this one also runs children's charity, which should do well if he were more focused on work, helping others as opposed to merely living on donations. Well, maybe he's just doing it for the donations. Maybe his heart isn't in the work. You have to look at that. See, everybody that opens up charities or organizations to help children or, young adults are not in it because they care for these people. They could be in it for the money, or they could be predators. Some cops are predators. I've heard of cops pulling women over and raping them. You understand? These cops, just because they have a badge, doesn't mean that they are there to protect you. This is what I want you to understand, ladies. Because should you date them or not? Remember, I'm not saying all cops, but it's too many of them that are evil. There's too many of them that are pure evil. And see, ladies, you need to understand the nature of their job. These cops, they go out and they see death, devastation. They see humanity at its worst. And what happens? It changes their subconscious mind. These devastating images that they see on the job, it's in their subconscious. And it changes them. It changes the way that they perceive life. And this is why they can become dangerous creatures. You see? Because they see negative all day. Negative energy all day, every day. If you're living in that negative vibration, it's you. You cannot be a high frequency, a high vibrational creature living in negative vibration all day, every day. Okay? So, everything that happens in a low vibration, death, sorrow, injury, the worst in life happens in the low vibration, and this is where these cops live. Low vibrational. It's not really good for them, and it's not good for you. Some cops commit suicide because of these images and these things that they go through on the job. It destroys them, and it can destroy you. Okay? So I say you need to take your time dating one. Number one, you need a reference. You need somebody that knows him for a long time, maybe knows his family, knows that they are good people, what kind of stock he came from or whatever. Something more about him than just meeting a cop and then bam, getting involved with him right away. You need to take your time to get to know him. Or you're going to get messed up. You're going to get very messed up dealing with these cops because a lot of them are on a short fuse. They have taken a job that they are really kind of fearful of. You see, so they're always on guard, ready to defend themselves from you. From you. You're a citizen, an innocent citizen. But to a cop, you can be a threat. And because they're on a short fuse, most of them, they can snap just like that. You see? They get involved with you and just snap just like that. And a lot of them do. They're not psychologically stable people. They're not. Ladies, you got to protect yourself. You got to know what you're dealing with. Just because, some ladies like a man in uniform and why is beyond me. Because look who they are. Look how they have been brainwashed, and many of them will harm you. Many of them would go so far as even kill you. Be careful. Be careful. Now, I've dated cops, and what I found with them, that they're not monogamous. They loose. The cops that I dated, they wanted to be into wife swapping and, bringing in orgies and crap like that. These are cops. Listen, it's no good. It's no good. I would never date another cop. If I knew he was a cop, I don't want him. I don't want him. Mm-mm. Ladies, be more discerning about who you date and why you want to date them. Now, there are some good men who were cops. I'll say that. I haven't met them yet, but I know they're out there. I know they're out there somewhere. And it's a good thing. But it's too many of them out there that are not. And young men that decide to be cops, a lot of them, they go in for the power of it, knowing that they can go in and bully other people. That's why they do it. They don't go in there to serve you and to protect you. That's not it. People, I hope you understand the message today. And I really hope that it helps you ladies when it comes to dating. You see a man in uniform, don't be trying to get his attention. Leave him alone. Let him do his thing. You understand? Because you could be asking for big trouble in your life, and you don't need that. Thank you so much for supporting this channel. I thank you for your comments and your letters. And a very special thank you to those that leave a donation. I really appreciate all of you. I wish you all the very best. And I really hope to see you next time.